What if a simple toy could take a life with every beat of its drum? Friendly reminder, this is a really scary movie, adapted from Stephen King's novel of the same name, Strange Monkey, and produced by Winziren. A pilot, covered in blood, hurriedly walked into an antique store, placed a monkey toy on the counter, and asked the shopkeeper if he was interested in recycling it. The shopkeeper looked at the toy and was about to refuse, told him that this monkey was not an ordinary toy. Every time it beats the snare drum, it takes a person's life. The shopkeeper scoffed at this, thinking the pilot was deceiving himself. Witnessing the strange monkey toy kill another person in the blink of an eye, the angry pilot decided to destroy it, leaving behind only his wife and their adolescent twin sons to depend on each other. The glasses-wearing brother, Hal, was often bullied by his brother Bill because of his weak personality. Hal could only suffer in silence. One night, the brothers found a beautiful box among their father's belongings. Inside was the strange monkey toy. Hal took it out, but Bill snatched it away immediately. Bill unscrewed the clockwork on the monkey's body, but found that the monkey only grinned and giggled, which bored him. Next morning, because their mother had something to do temporarily, the brothers had to go out with the nanny to play. Before getting into the car, Hal noticed the monkey toy had appeared on the seat. The nanny took the two to a Japanese restaurant to eat and watch the chef's performance. At that moment, the monkey toy, originally sitting in the back seat, had moved to the driver's seat and began beating the snare drum on its chest. The chef accidentally cut off the nanny's neck with an embroidery knife. Worried that the accident would traumatize the brothers, their mother persuaded them to have fun while they were alive. But Hal always felt the nanny's death was too strange, so one evening he quietly approached the monkey toy and asked if it had anything to do with the nanny's death. Unexpectedly, Bill saw this and mistakenly thought Hal liked the ugly monkey toy. He teased Hal, saying he wanted to marry a monkey. What Hal didn't expect was that the next day at school, Bill not only spread rumors that Hal liked monkey toys. When Hal got home, he asked if the monkey was capable of killing, hoping it could kill his brother for him. Bill wound up the clockwork and, sure enough, the monkey beat the snare drum unexpectedly. But instead of killing Bill, the monkey chose their mother as the target. When Bill came back from school, he found his mother preparing dinner in the kitchen and suddenly dying on the spot. According to the doctor, the mother died of a rare disease, but only Hal knew it was related to the strange monkey toy. To eradicate the curse, Hal tried to dismember the monkey with a kitchen knife. When he cut off one of its arms, the toy actually bled, frightening Hal even more. He then cut the monkey toy into pieces. With no one to care for them, the Roger brothers were sent to their uncle's house. That evening, Bill noticed the street lamp outside flickering and dimming. Looking out the window, he saw the monkey toy's eyes glowing. Frightened, he turned away, only to find the monkey toy had appeared again in the bedroom. Realizing the danger, the brothers put a chain on the toy and threw it into a well behind their aunt's house. For 25 years, the monkey toy did not appear again. One night, Hal's aunt was suddenly awakened by a noisy sound. Thinking it was a thief, she went downstairs but fell down the stairs. Her face was pierced with countless needles. Enduring the pain, she pulled out the needles and smelled gas leaking in the kitchen, and the stove suddenly erupted in flames, burning her severely. The frightened aunt ran around and accidentally crashed into the fence outside. After her death, the family's belongings were auctioned off in town. A long-haired young man took a fancy to the monkey toy. Meanwhile, Hal had grown up and was now a supermarket cashier. To avoid implicating his family, he chose to divorce his wife and only meet his son, Pete, once a year. After their meeting, he planned to take his son out to play. That night, Hal dreamed he was caught by a huge monkey claw, thrown into a colorful abyss, and almost hacked to death by the monkey. He woke up, relieved it was only a dream, but then saw a missed call on his phone. He dialed back and was surprised to hear from his brother Bill, who contacted him for the first time in 10 years. Bill told Hal about their aunt's death and speculated that the monkey toy was probably out of the house. Since the recent deaths were all connected to their family, Bill proposed that Hal come to their aunt's house to investigate. Hal was hesitant but agreed, knowing he couldn't take risks with his ex-wife and son. Upon arrival, Hal learned from the real estate agent Barbara that bizarre deaths had been frequent in town recently. First, His aunt died from her head catching fire on the fence. The next day, someone was cut by a weeder. Another person was burned to death by water vapor, and even a little boy who liked golf was bitten to death by a cobra. After hearing these strange deaths, Hal was almost certain someone was using monkey toys to kill people. He asked Barbara to help him find the monkey toy. However, when he opened a cabinet door, a shotgun inside automatically went off, killing Barbara instantly. Because of the recent deaths, the police did not suspect Hal and only made a random record. After the police left, Hal received another call from Bill. During their chat, Hal noticed Bill seemed more concerned about whether they had come to town than about finding the monkey toy. This made Hal suspect that Bill might be involved and possibly had the monkey toy. Bill refused to answer Hal's questions and hung up. In fact, Bill had guessed that Hal killed their mother after discovering the monkey only killed the user. He returned to the well to take the monkey toy but found it missing. Only the clockwork remained. Bill knew this was a sign that the monkey would definitely come back. He lived in seclusion in town and entrusted the long-haired man to help find the toy. Meanwhile, Hal tried to find Bill's whereabouts. The long-haired man pretended to be a police officer, broke into Hal's aunt's house, kidnapped Hal and his son, and took them to Bill's house. But this was not Bill's plan. The long-haired man wanted to steal the magical monkey toy. He threatened Hal's life and asked Pete to sneak into Bill's house to steal the monkey toy back. Although Pete didn't know what the monkey looked like, he agreed to save his father. When Pete entered the room, he was almost killed by an axe trap triggered by a silk thread. The room was full of mechanisms, but Pete's delicate body and flexible movements helped him reach the living room quickly. There, he saw Bill fiddling with the monkey toy. Bill was not surprised to see Pete and encouraged him to turn the clockwork. Despite Hal's warnings, Pete's curiosity got the better of him. He gently turned the clockwork, and the monkey began beating the snare drum. At that moment, the long-haired man fired a pistol, breaking a car window. A nest of bees flew into his mouth through the hole. Hal was frightened and ran out of the car. Meanwhile, Bill asked Pete to turn the clockwork again, but Pete refused. Hearing his father shout, Bill snatched the toy and tried to forcibly break the monkey's arm to make it play the drum again. But the monkey refused to move and even shook Bill off. Then, the monkey rapidly beat the drum as if complaining about Bill's disrespect. As the drumming stopped, Bill heard screams outside. Looking out the window, he saw the town in chaos. A plane crashed nearby, causing an explosion. The ceiling of Bill's house shattered, and bodies of townspeople fell on it one after another. Hal finally confronted Bill, asking why he controlled the monkey to kill so many people. Bill said he only wanted to kill Hal and avenge their mother. But after winding the monkey for several days, it refused to kill him. Bill planned to use Pete's hand to continue, but it wasn't enough. Hal told Bill they had all made unforgivable mistakes, but the last thing to get rid of was the cursed monkey toy. After much persuasion, Bill decided to let go of his hatred and reunite with Hal. The monkey beat the snare drum again, and in the next second, Bill died in a trap he set himself. To prevent further harm, Hal decided not to hide the monkey toy but to leave with it, avoiding an irreparable tragedy. This strange monkey toy movie is a typical private money-sharing film. On the surface, it tells a horror story, but in fact, it's about the impermanence of death and communication problems within a family. Many issues can be solved through communication, but misunderstandings often grow bigger and cause irreparable pain for a lifetime. In the end, Strange Monkey is more than just a horror story. It's a chilling reminder that the greatest monsters often live within our own families. Misunderstandings and silence can be far deadlier than any cursed toy. Will you dare to face the truth behind the drum beats? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more terrifying tales.